Well, hello, Silverpunks. Today we are going to spend a little bit of time selecting a 3D model from Thingiverse because we've had a subscriber suggestion. So our fantastic subscriber, Serpent Silver, have I got that right, Goimer?
Yeah.
Serpent
Serpent
Silver.
Silver.
He's suggested that we do some classic horror characters, and in the last video we went and spent a bit of time picking up the Michael Myers from Halloween,
Yeah.
and this time we're going to have a look at Jason Voorhees. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Do you know any better?
Oh yeah. The hockey mask man. There he is. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah.
Look at him there.
So
yeah.
Thank you, Wikipedia, but I didn't realise that Jason wasn't the main antagonist in Halloween until the second film onwards, until the series kind of elaborated. Actually, he was somebody that appeared in the Mom's Dream. So if you wanted to know more about that, either watch the film or have a little skim through Wikipedia.
I see. Yeah. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, there you go. You can read all that. Yeah, look at that. But it's an iconic film, isn't it? It's iconic, isn't it? Friday the 13th. Iconic.
And what's your favourite part of it?
You know me. I like the gory stuff. I like the death. So what can you do, eh?
Well, I didn't think you'd seen it.
Why ask the question? We're trying to record a video, and you're just making me look bad in front of all the viewers, all two of them. But
yeah. I don't know if this is.
I'll tell you what. I'll watch it. I'll tell you what I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll put it on in the background when I'm doing the pour. How about that?
Yeah, that's good.
Should we go for that?
That's a good shout. Oh, you have to watch about copyright hits from YouTube, but yeah, no, I think that's a good shout.
Yeah, I'll watch it then, shall I? So everyone's happy with me, okay?
Yeah. Now then, I'm trying to find something, and I know you've done a little bit of research on this previously. So what should I be looking for? Because Jason Mask is not getting me anywhere.
No, Planter. If you remember, it was the chap from our last video. The chap done 3 or 4 designs, didn't he? It was Jason Vorhees Planter. He was making little plant pots, and they were really cool.
Is this the one?
That's the one that I liked, and I just wondered if you could work your magic on that and get it in a round for us.
Is this the same guy? Yeah, it is. Joe Coulter. We love his work. Thank you, Joe.
We're gonna you remember this bad boy.
I know. So we're gonna thank Joe for his work, and that he's making this available for us to download and play with. So which is what we're gonna do now. Let me grab the file then. Actually, do you know what? I'm not going to do it now, but I think we should tip Joe. Just send him a couple of dollars for thank him for all his hard work.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. We've got to help all the content designers and whatever. Yeah, I'm up for that. Yeah, 100%.
Especially being as we're using 2 bits of his work, and we may end up using more. So
I didn't know you could do that. I didn't even know you could do that. Obviously, I know on YouTube as like Patreon and like Buy Me a Coffee and all that stuff, but I didn't know it was like a thing on Thingiverse. Yeah, we'll definitely give him a drink. Yeah.
So let's download the. Yeah, we've downloaded the model, the STL file. He says, unconvincingly. I have to find that. Where did I save it to? Do it again. I'll edit this bit out.
Remember to do it.
Or, it'll be an interesting bit behind this. That's why. It's because it's downloaded as a zip file. So I'm going to create a new folder. Jason Voorhees. Oh,
I'm really going to watch the film now. I'm going to watch it tonight.
Yeah, I think you should. So Jason Head, Now, just going to check that that file has downloaded and where it's downloaded to. 3D Projects, Silverpunk, Jason Vorhees. Oh, there we go. We've got an STL file. So,
cool.
Back to Blender.
And sorry to interrupt, but talking about the chap who made it, it's a really good design as well, judge by the look of it. It looks really cool. He's done a really good job.
Yeah. I had no idea how he's gone about it, but no, he's done a cracking job. So yeah, we need to look after other creators. Jason. So let's open the STL and then see what we've got. So there we go. That's the bad boy.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Because he's a planter, obviously he's got that bit of his noggin missing. But yeah, it looks pretty menacing, doesn't he?
Oh, I'm loving that, mate. Serpent Silver, we might have got one here for you, mate. Look at this bad boy. Look at that.
So how do you want to play this? So do you want to do a similar thing to what we did with Chucky and Michael Myers, and put in a coin, put it on a coin at an angle, so we cut through there-ish. I don't know if you can see my mouse.
I think we've got to. Yeah, I think we've definitely got to stick with the rounds because it's a nice series. We'll keep going through.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely on the round with the border, and I'm just thinking, do we need this one at an angle?
Well,
do you have to cut this one at an angle, or can't you just go in?
Look at that detail there.
Go on.
This is going to be interesting potentially from a pouring perspective. You might have to pack that bit out. See, the mask is it's not directly on the hairline. Can you see what I'm showing you there?
Oh, so it's like a gap. Yes, I can see now.
Yeah. So you might have to manipulate that somewhat.
Yeah, but if the masks, if I'm looking at it, the mask, it's hard to tell, but it looks like the mask's bigger than his head, so it won't matter. I reckon that'll disappear, because if you do the top of the mask touching the top of the round, the interior of the round, it's a non-problem. Same with his chin.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Gets rid of it makes my life easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, well, let's pop a cylinder on there and then see what that looks like.
Yeah, I think it's one of those you got to suck it and see, mate. Put it on and then we'll have a look. But I think if we can do the top of the round touching it, it's not going to be a problem. I mean, the only problem I can foresee from a pouring point of view is the holes in the mask, making sure the sand doesn't break on those, but they don't look that deep, so fingers crossed should be okay.
Yeah. So, what I'm going to do this time, because I had a little bit of a drama last time with Michael Myers, is I'm actually going to make the coin the size that it's 10x. It's 10 times what we want it to be, but it's to get the proportions right from the get-go. And so,
yeah, mate, that sounds cool.
So if you can see what I've done there, I've got the coin is 35 centimeters by 35 centimeters by 30 centimeters, but I can just reduce that down by 10 times. So to make that work, I'm going to scale the head up so it's kind of in proportion, but we'll get to that in a second. So I'm just
this is what I'm thinking. Flat might be better. Like, I don't think you need an angle. Do you?
Well, when you say flat,
I mean, in any case, you're not getting enough of him. Let's have a look at. Can you? Oh, that looks menacing now, doesn't it? But no, I think we need a bit more of it, don't we?
Oh, that's the wrong rotation. So we can go a bit. When I say more of him, you have to be a little bit more specific, I'm afraid, mate.
I want a higher relief, yeah. So that gap, I'll just have to mess about with that. Can I have a look at the top? Look down. bird's eye view, please.
Like that?
Yeah, okay. So it's not that bad. There's not that much of it, because what you got to think about, mate, I'm only going to get the front of his mask.
Yeah.
So the front of his mask, that'll be solid going back. So no, that should be fine.
And we can take this
Let's have a look.
further and further back.
Yeah, but then you got to think about the relief, mate.
I know. Yeah.
The relief.
What a relief.
I'd go. You just get rid of that. You see the air hole in the mask.
Yeah.
You've got very tiny bit. Just get rid of that part. Oh, you've twisted it round now. No, but the other side. I was talking about the other side, mate. Sorry. That looks cool. Let's have a look at it. Right, now go bring it forward. You see the second hole?
Bring the coin base forward, yeah?
That one. Yeah. Get rid of left. Go towards his nose.
Yeah.
Little bit more. That's it. Something like maybe go halfway into that. A little bit more. So I'm just thinking that's still a big relief. I think go a bit more until you're touching the edges of the top two holes, because that's a relief. That is, yeah.
Because
I mean, the front, as long as we're still getting the shape of the mask, yeah, that looks better. That looks better.
And part of the reason why we don't want this to be too prominent is we're aiming for these pores to come in at 3 ounces. That's right, isn't it? That's the
3 troy ounces, give or take.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's going to be there or thereabouts, because you're going to be pouring, a specific amount of material. Because that's something we're trying to aim for, is not having, a massive lump. It wants to be something that's a bit easier to deal with.
Ideally, we don't want to be really going over 100, 110 grams, do we? We want it around the 100 grams, 3 troy ounces, around that area.
So I'm going to have to scale the head, I'm afraid, now, which is going to probably totally change that up. But let's not do that.
Oh, where we at? But do you know where we want it now? So you
approximately.
Yeah, well,
so I don't know why that's not. Ah, that's it. I thought I was picking the one that was. There you go. It's flattened it out for you, mate. That solved your problem. I'm gonna have to move it out, and I don't know why it's not. I want it to scale.
Probably getting confused. Yeah.
Do you know what I can do? Actually, I can. Scale. Let's just 2x it. That's too much. I know for a fact that everything's going to stay in proportion if I do it like this. It's a bit more of a faff, but it goes.
No, that's right. You've got to get it right, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't want to distort the model and then find that when you're pouring it, it looks terrible as a consequence. So if we
He's looking cool, man. He's looking menacing.
Now don't forget, there's going to be a brim as well.
Well, we want the brim. We want the brim touching the just touching, don't we, the top and bottom.
So just leaving a little bit of play for the brim to go in. Probably need a bit more.
Yes.
Let's try 1.75. Because it doesn't matter if he actually goes over the brim slightly, does it?
No, because it's cut away anyway, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I think that's about it, don't you? If you imagine
I think that's looking pretty cool, mate. Yeah, if
room
you can
around
do the
there.
border, that's looking cool, man.
So I can do that now. I'm just going to duplicate the... Actually, before I do that, because it's anything that's an angle is challenging. So let's remember this is 85 degrees. This is an 85-degree angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten... Oh, I duplicated it. I'll put that at an 85-degree angle. Rotate it back to 0. Oh, get rid of that. Rotate that back to 0. Move it away so I don't have to play with that. I'll duplicate. So I've got a duplicate. If I press escape now, that puts it exactly the same position as the original. So I've actually got 2 cylinders there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this second cylinder. So it's 320 by 320. Don't mind about the Z, sorry.
So that's basically when it comes down to brass tack. That's 3mm border, then, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm probably thinking 300 by 300. That looks proportionally better, doesn't it? See, from there to there.
Yeah, yeah. That's going to be bang in the middle. So yeah, as long as it's bang in the middle.
And so I'll use my... Oh, that's weird. I use my old friend, the Boolean modifier, to take the difference, to do the right way around, so. Let's rotate it back to 85 degrees. And we should have a decent mock-up.
Yeah, he's looking menacing, looking fierce.
Actually, that face is too deep, isn't it? So I need to change that.
Yeah, it's a bit too deep, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but I can move this face.
Just bring it forward.
So it's not such a big. So it's not so prominent, and then
more.
I can move a bit more. You reckon?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll move this back.
And bring the face forward slightly.
Yeah.
If you could bring the face forward slightly, that'd help me from the pouring point of view.
What do you reckon to that?
Can I just have a look from the side? Yeah, that's a nice relief, isn't it? Let's have a look from the front, mate.
I'm going to make the face a little bit bigger.
I think
not much bigger, but a little bit bigger.
Stop it.
Just so it's a little bit. Right, so I think we're almost there. Just want to try and get the position of this like bob on. But how do you think that's looking at the moment then, mate?
I'm liking it. He looks scary, doesn't he? I think that looks really cool, mate.
Do you need to worry too much about these holes or
positioning? I'd push, just looking at it, I'd say his face is too far out now.
Okay.
It's too thick, the relief's too high.
How about that then?
Let's have a look. Maybe just a smidgen more, a bit more. Yeah, I think so.
Go with that.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Because as you said, we're trying to control the amount of silver.
Yeah. But still do some of that's like pretty cool, all right? You know, it's still going to be awesome.
Oh, mate, that's fabulous. I'm well happy. It looks fierce, and I just want to say it was a great suggestion by Serpent Silver to come up with it, to come up with them, because it's going to make a nice little series, and I think you've done well. I think you need to get it on the printer, mate. I'm so looking forward to getting my hands on it.
Cool. Now I will do, before I do that, the one thing I will do is I will smooth these edges out, and I'll need to join the face and the base of the coin together. But I'll do that offline because it's a little bit boring, and it's just getting it all smoothed out and ready for the printer. But yeah, that'll be sorted out and then sent off to you imminently.
Excellent, mate. So, obviously, also, guys, if you have liked the video, drop us a comment below if there's anything you guys would like us to have a go at. If you've got any ideas, because we might be able to do it. What do you reckon, Judge?
Yeah, no, definitely. Any suggestions are greatly appreciated.